Yeah, so I welcome you all to this meeting of trading psychology, guys. And so we're going to dive into, like, for example, maybe check um, how, for example, how to like the overview of today's market on gold, silver, or on either and or any other instruments in the market. So you can see, so we can check together. So we had so tuko na Euro USD. So tuko na Euro USD. Let's check Euro USD. Let's check USD. So this one is today's market. We're just checking today's market and how we usually analyze on our chart. So you can see here, we had the low of yesterday. We have here the low of Friday. Not the low of Friday, the low of Asia. So here we have the low of Asia. Then we have here the high of Asia. So we usually say that we are only interested to buy or sell the market if the market is at the high of Asia or the low of Asia. So you can see, so the reason why we normally say we are interested in this region is because of stop losses of retail traders. So for example here, you can see here we have stop losses of retail traders in this region. Yeah. So we have stop losses of retail traders on those region. Then we have the stop losses of retail traders on the other side again. Buy and sell on both buyers and sellers. So we have this region again here. So this region is very important again. Very, very important. You can see this region? Yeah, yeah. So the market came down to the low of Asia, gave us a buy candle, but haikwenda sana. The market went a little bit, a lot of maybe 30, around 30, 40 pips, then it can reverse. Can reverse. Yeah. For me, I don't trade Euro USD. I trade mostly GBPSD and sometimes gold. Yeah, those are my best currency. So if today you are trading, so if today you came to the market and you wanted to trade maybe Euro USD, so you could have gotten an entry in this region. Can see this region, this region. You could have gotten an entry on this region to get a buy entry. Yeah. Also on New York market, also on the New York market on Euro USD, you can see. Yeah. Again, what you can trade something called a W patterns on the low or the high of Asia market. I remember I told you guys the other time. So, for example, here. So here we have so this one is the low of Asia, the low of London. We have the low of London and the high of London. So here we have the high of London, the high of London, and the low of London. So you can see the market came down to the low of London, then it gave us a W pattern. So this one is also another entry to trade if you always trade Euro USD. Yeah, for me, I don't trade USD, I trade GU and gold, and sometimes I USD JPY and sometimes I USD JPY. So you can see the market came down to the low of Asia, gave us a W pattern here. So this one is a W pattern. It's a W pattern. So if you really want to confirm if it's a W pattern, you can set a line chart. See, it's a W pattern. Then the market went up. Yeah, so this one was for another entry peer, another entry which you could have waited for the market to confirm so that you can enter the trade is at the high of Asia here, at the high of London. But you can see the market didn't came to the high of London. So this means there was no trade on on there was no trade on London, on New York. There was no trade on New York. Maybe you check in the currency. You check New Zealand dollar, then you can check gold. So here we have New Zealand dollar. We have NSD USD. So we have NSD USD. So you can see today, yeah, I remember guys, I told you yesterday, it was yesterday or the previous day. I told you that in the forex market, if you really want to get the consistency in the forex market, you want to do it full time because like you see, like in the forex market, you can like we have two groups of people. We have people are trading like a hobby. Yeah. Then we have serious traders who are trading like a business at home. See? So we have two groups of people. So if you really want to do it like a business, then you know you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan on how you're going to to face the market in the on the London market or the New York market. So this means you have a plan. You have a plan. So in the market, when the market opens, you're going to do A, B, C, D, period. Like for example, this one for London, you can see. For London, the market came to the high of London. See, it took the liquidity. Yeah. Na hii huwa tunarudianga kila time. We always repeat it like every day. Like when the market comes to the high of the previous session, and it tries to break the high of that session, then it fails, closing the red candle, like for example this one, then that's when it is called a reversal to the downtrend. Same thing applies to sell. Same thing applies to buy. So maybe in the morning kuna somebody maybe he drew maybe something like this, the law of Asia. So he was waiting for the market to come to this region. But of course, you can see on the London market, the market actually took the liquidity. Mm. Are we in agreement, guys? Are we in agreement that the market took the liquidity at the high of Asia? Maybe by show of hands, maybe by show of thumbs up, if we can confirm the market took the liquidity at the high of Asia. Maybe thumbs up, guys. Confirm. I want to see if you are getting. All right, all right, all right. So nice one, nice one, nice one. So yes, that's very true. Can see here, took the liquidity goes down, took the liquidity goes down again. So this one is the high of London. You can see exactly the market came and took the liquidity. Yeah. So this means you can make a plan. You can make your plan. You can trade the first 1 hour of the London Open. I usually tell you guys that in the forex market, like you don't need like to be on the screen for like 4 hours, 5 hours. I remember a long time ago, I used to stay on the screen for hours, waiting for my setups, maybe for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, waiting for the setups. Then I came to realize that you can also trade the first 1 hour of London Open or 2 hours max. Yeah. Just imagine, guys. Just imagine, just imagine maybe you're working 9 to 5 job. You're working 9 to 5 job. So you always work from for example, from 8 to 5, not 8 to 5, 9 to 5 or 9 or something of that sort. Maybe you're working from 9 to 5. Yeah, mostly maybe or 8 to 5. So imagine So imagine you're working 8 to 5, and every day maybe you're complaining, maybe like, oh, you don't have time, maybe something of that sort. You want freedom. You want maybe freedom. I want to do Forex full time. I want to be free from anything. Everyone always desires something of that sort. Everyone. But The problem comes when people come to the forex market. So when the people come to the forex market, they don't feel staring on the screen for 6 hours, 7 hours, till 9, till for example, even like 5 p.m. Like you're waiting for the setup. Maybe you came to the market at 10 a.m. to trade. Then you're just on the screen waiting, 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 waiting. Then the market gives you your setup maybe at around 4 p.m. So to me, there's no difference between what you're doing, the forex market, and your job. There's no difference because it doesn't give you freedom. It doesn't give you freedom. Yeah, I think most people never get to understand about it. Yeah, because people understand the forex, like you come to the forex market, you do it full time, you stay on the screen for the whole day. No, 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 no. Now when you do that, the forex becomes like boring. You see, like you're just on the screen for the whole day, like you're not doing anything. Now forex itakuwa then forex become like it is not interesting. It is not interesting. Yeah. So what you do, come to the market with a plan. Come to the market with a plan. Yeah, come to the market with a plan. So what is your plan? So your plan might be, let me come to the market for 2 hours a day, enter the trade, set my stop loss, set my TP, and walk away and do other things. Yeah. When I understood that, then it simplified my way of trading. Yeah. Yeah, I remember a long time ago, nilikuwa naingia kwa trade. I used to trade from morning to evening. Like I was just on the screen. Yeah, in the evening I was so tired. I was so tired about it. Yeah. So so you need to do it like very different. You need to do it very differently. Yeah. And most people never get to understand it, to understand about it. Yeah. So if you're doing it, so if you're doing it differently, if you're doing it maybe full time, maybe not full time, if you're doing it maybe for example like uh maybe like maybe like you're still staring on the screen for the whole day, and then you need to change your way of trading. You need to change your way of trading, then you need to trade like a different way, like with a plan. Let me come to the market for 1 hour, then I go away. And you repeat it tomorrow, you repeat it the next day. If you get a losing trade, continue trading. I know most of you maybe like unapata most of you guys, like when you get challenge in the market, you tend to change the system. Yeah. There's one of my students. There's one of my student. Let me just use for example. So that student, I remember like yeah, he bought an account of he bought an account of Profam. He bought an account of Profam of 5,000 USD. Alikuwa na account ya 5,000 USD. So akabuy that account of Profam. Then I told him, that was beginning of March. Beginning of March. Yeah, I told him like you need to choose the system which you can trade. Yeah, you need to focus on one system. I told him you need to focus on one system because now you're not conversant with the market. You at least you need to at least master one currency. Then I told him to either pick to trade the high end of the Asian market, to trade the first candle of London Open, or to trade Bollinger Band. Yeah. Then he told me that for me, I think Bollinger Band is very good for me, and I'm gonna be focusing on that. So I think I'm gonna be focusing on Bollinger. Nikamwambia, oh, that's good if you've decided to trade it. So he started trading it. The journey was not sweet. Yeah, we had sometimes losing trade, sometimes the whole week market him in a negative. What could you do? Then I could give him like hope. I should I could tell him maybe for example like just continue trading, just continue trading, just continue trading, just continue trading until ikafika time sasa for example like akaniambia sasa mimi itabidi like ni stop ku trade the system, I look for another system. Nikamwambia no, 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 you are in the middle of the month. Ilikuwa around the 15 16. Nikamwambia like just finish the month, just finish the month. Yeah, so that you can say you are very disciplined, you've followed your rules, like you are like consistent. Yeah. The journey was not sweet. Kangana. The whole month akatengeneza 4%. Around go 4 5%, for around 4%, 4.5%. And this system of the high and low of Asia ilikuwa imempea 15%. Ilikuwa imempea 15%. You can just imagine uh Bollinger Band by the end of the month ilimpea like a 5%, around 4.5%. Then akareview akaniambia, hey, Newton, if I could take this, if I could have traded the high and low of the Asian market, ningefunga na I could have closed the profit with 15%. Unaona sasa vile anaanza kupata awareness. Then he told me like by the end of the month, but so by the end of the month we did an evaluation, and he didn't do more mistakes in the market, so because alikuwa anachukua na trade na plan. So he told me like because last week, because last month, because last month, this system of the high and low of the Asian market, this one, even in it, like this one wanamaanisha this one. Hii market inakuja kwa high, unachukua trade ama kama hii ya leo. So he told me because this market of the high and low of Asian market, the high and low of Asian market, it is not working well. Because it is not working well, like last month it was not working. I think I'm gonna be changing this for April. So April, I'm gonna be trading the high and low version. Nikamwambia, oh, that's what you want? Akaniambia yes. Akaniambia yes. So he had to change the system from Bollinger he had to change from Bollinger to the liquidity trap. We normally call liquidity trap. So this is how the market went. Let me just share the screen here. This is how the market went. Let me stop share this one. Yeah, mostly psychology. Psychology is very key important, guys. Yeah, like somebody has kudanganya like about that trading is like is more of just trading. No. Psychology is very important. Yeah. For me, even nikiambia, for example, like right now, like it's either maybe for a beginner, nikiambia like for example, you're a beginner, maybe you focus first on psychology, then you come to trading first. Yeah. You understand how the market works on the psychology, then you go to trading. Yeah. Because in the forex market, uh uh it's 80%. We normally say 80%. 80% is 80% is psychology. 80% is psychology. Then 20% is strategy. Guys, no. So guys, if 20% is strategy, why are you taking more time to try to look for the best system of trading, the best strategy, the best strategy? You see? Why do you focus most of your hours trying to look for the best strategy? You're trying to move from one system to another, from one system to another, looking for the best system. And it's only 20%. What about 80%? Yeah, because ukisikia mtu anakuambia psychology. I think most people don't understand about psychology. Yeah, unasikia mtu anakuambia, mimi psychology niko poa. Unapata maybe someone is a beginner. Amaanza trading, he has started trading, then unapata anajiambia like unamwambia because you're a beginner, I think you need first to learn about psychology. Anakuambia mimi psychology mimi niko sawa. Yeah, I think most people wanafikiri psychology ni like normal tu. Like psychology ni how to trade. It's totally different. Psychology hapa ni unapata ni persistence. Hapa from here it requires persistence. It requires confidence. Hey, it's different. Yeah. But strategy, you can close your eyes, You can close your eyes, then click buy or sell. Unapata market itaenda profitable ama itaenda loss. Yeah. So getting to a winning trade, no skill, guys. Let me just give you today. Like, unaona for example, you have let's say let's say maybe you have your MT4 platform and you click maybe buy or sell and the market goes in your favor, you made a profit. Like, that one is not a skill. That is not a skill. So I can get a winning trade. I can get a winning trade without a skill. Just guessing, click buy or sell. That is that is without a skill. But psychology, it's really important because are you going to do that for the next 1 year, for the next 6 months, for the next 3 months, for the next 1 month? No. Yeah, because sometimes you can encounter some losses. So, uh, so I was giving you an example of that trader. So that trader alifunga month na plus 4.5%. So you get 4.5%. It's really a lot of money when you have maybe profit. But when you have a small account, it's a small amount of money. When it's smaller profit when you have a small account. But ukikuwa na big account, then it's so big. It's so big. Because ukikuwa na account ya 5,000 USD, that's around $300. Ni kama 40K, ni kama 40,000 Kenyan shillings. Around that. Around that. So that guy, si alifunga month na plus 4.5%. So alikuwa na trade system. So alikuwa na trade hii system. So hapa hii ni Bollinger, then hii ni liquidity trap. We can just say liquidity trap. So by the end of the month, this trader alikuwa na trade profams. He was trading profam. So he was trading profam. Is Rosa, you have raised your hand. You have something to say?
Ask a question about the outcome points yenye unashinda ukituambia
Yes.
like ukiwa nayo how do you hand points kama umepewa like hiyo profit una make is it your money ama how do you get the profit there?
Okay, I'm gonna be sharing about it. So I'm gonna be sharing about it. So let me just finish this one first. So this trader akachukua, alikuwa na trade na Bollinger Band. So by the end of the month akafunga na Bollinger Band na 4.5%. Then he decided to change from Bollinger Band to liquidity trap. Naona amechange strategy because ameniambia last month imekuwa mbaya sana this system, so I'm gonna be changing it because last month it does not perform very well. So kukuja first, second, third, ilikuwa inatupea +5, he was making +5, he was making +5 and -1. Na huku ilikuwa negative +2. Then akajiambia like shit, what has happened? And nimemiss this trade, nimemiss kutrade the Bollinger Band. Kumbe ningetrade Bollinger Band. Unapata somebody anaanza kujirealize na anasema like I could not have changed to trade Bollinger Band. Now this one is now making losses because this liquidity trap last month it performed at the peak. It made around 17% last month. No. So inaendanga hivi. So ukipata for example this week Bollinger Band ikiperform very well, next week expect ikue very slow. Unaona? Yeah. Then ukipata a very bad week kwa forex with a certain strategy, maybe Bollinger Band or anything, maybe Bollinger Band. If you get a bad week, a bad losing trade, a bad losing period on a certain week, expect the next week to be better. Inakwanga hivyo. So inakwanga hivyo even in a balance the market. So let's say this week market imekuwa affect, the week was so low, like you have not made any profit. The moment change that system, the moment you change that system to trade to another system, that's when you're going to miss the winning trades on that system, because last week it was losing. Now this week is going to make money, but you are not there to take those trades. How many are getting the way I'm saying about the psychology? Yes, yes, yes. So you don't need to change. You don't need to change. Yeah. You don't need to change the system. You don't need to change the system like very fast. Yeah, you can change the system after maybe 60 days. Yeah, okay, on 60 days of your make capital, then someone is a change. Yeah, but it is a must. If you're following a plan, you will always make money after 60 days. Yeah, but in 1 week you can lose. Yeah. I think most people don't understand about the losing in Forex. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, guys, let me just tell you the truth about Forex. Because for me, I've been doing it for a while. So, and I know. Yeah. And you see, guys, when you go online, no one will tell you the truth about Forex. People will show you like lifestyle, like I'm making this amount of money just to entice you to for mentorship. Yeah, most of them will just entice you for mentorship. Somebody will say, "Oh, pay me, for example, like $300, then I'm going to be teaching you forex." You see, this week I've not made loss. This month I've not made loss. Yeah, I know most people, and I know maybe you've seen something of that on on YouTube or TikTok or somebody else. Yeah, or somewhere else. Yeah, we always have that. Yeah. So these people they normally trade like this. So So most of them unapata most of them unapata mtu anakwambia like for me I've never lost a trade since last month. Unaona vile anakuentice anakwambia from last month I've never lost a trade. So these people wako na two accounts. So these are how people do these are how people like do marketing with these are how people do marketing with just to entice you to buy their courses to trade for you trade so that you can pay for their mentorship. They can teach you maybe something of that sort. So they usually have demo accounts. Or on demo accounts, they have demo accounts. So these demo accounts, they usually click sell, 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 maybe on the London Open. And this another demo account, they usually click buy, 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 or maybe a live market. They should trade with sometimes live market. You wanna create maybe they have maybe they've got an account of $100. So for this, for the live account of $100, they will click buy like 5 buys. Then they click like uh 5 sales. Or for example, wako na two accounts, wako na two phones. Hii account wana click maybe they are clicking maybe sell, 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 sell $100. Then this one they're clicking buy, buy, buy. So by the end of the day, of course, kuna moja itaenda profitable. Sina, most of them itaenda profitable. So unapata most of them hii yenye iko profitable ndo wanapost. Hiyo ndo wanapost wanasema, "Oh, you can see we have never made loss in the forex market. So our system is 100% win rate." Yeah. That is that is a catch. Yeah. Yeah, that's a catch. Yeah. 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 This is a catch because okay, watch this in my podcast. So when you watch podcast, people have been trading for 40 years, 30 years in the market. Unapata nakwambia, well, last month it was really bad for us. We ended the month maybe +1 or +2. You see? And those are people who have been trading for 40 years, 30 years. Yeah, unapata nakwambia, hey, last week it was a losing trade or a losing week. Last week we got a losing week. You can see that those people they've been in for 40 years and they're managing a lot of money. Like maybe like 100 million, 200 million Kenya shillings. Anakuambia, hey, last week it was really bad. We ended the week negative. But so way like begin unajiambia like, hey, how did this person maybe ended the negative week na maintain for 40 years or for 30 years? So it's not about experience. It's about probabilities. So maybe wiki ilienda tu hivyo. Yeah. Wiki imeenda negative na you can't control it. You can't control. But will you end the month negative? No. If you're following a plan, you'll always end up profitable by the end of the week. In 2 months, you'll be more profitable if you're following a plan. No, if you're following a plan. So most people don't get to understand this. Yeah. You know, most people when they come to the market, the forex market, they usually think of like making money every day, but it's not the way they think. Yeah, it's not the way they think. It's totally different. It's a totally different story. Yeah. For me, this is Odanganya. For me, in my trading history, I can get a losing week and I can get a winning week. Like make a lot of profit the whole week, and I can get a winning month. Unaweza pata maybe last week nilienda month nilienda week negative. But by the end of the month, I've made profit. By the end of the month, lazima ni make profit by the end of the month. Yeah, because I know that every week is different. Kuna week you can make a lot. There's a week is very low. There's a week you're making a lot of money. So when you do average, you always make money. Yeah. So unapata somebody. So you get somebody maybe ameanza week. Maybe na hii inakuwa most for beginners. This is in affecting sana beginners sana. It always affects mostly beginners. You see most of the times unapata maybe you're new to the market, you are new to the forex market, you have just come to the market, you are fresh, you have just finished the beginners class, then you have come to the market. Unakuja unapata trade hapa. Umeenda negative 1. Unajiambia kumbe forex inakuwa na negative pia. Unaenda Tuesday negative. Wednesday negative. Thursday unapata unakuja +2 hapo. So hapa like the first trade negative, the second trade negative, the third trade negative, or +5, maybe hapa +5 maybe. So ndo mtu achukue the fourth trade, inakwanga very hard. Like umefikiria, you have thought about it, ndo ufikirie the next trade. Hapo unasikia mtu anaacha anasema, let me change this system to another system. Let me go to another system called like moving average. Or let me go to Ichimoku. Alafu unapata inafika Friday hapo. Maybe imeenda maybe Friday umefunga maybe na +1. Maybe +1. Or break even. Unajiambia, hii system mwanzo inanipea aje +1? Inanipea aje +1 in a week? And my friend here is making 5% a week or 7% a week. Let me go to that another system. Let me go to another system. Unakuja unaenda system nyingine hapa. Mimi najiita moving average. Unakuja hapa inaanza. Unakuja unaanza nyingine. Inaenda negative. Negative again. Kumbe this moving average last week imekuwa profitable sana. So this week imeanza kuwa na losses. So umekuja umeapa losses ya huku unaenda kupata na losses zingine. Alafu unakuja hapa on the next week on this maybe Bollinger or another system. Unakuja on Monday, +5. Tuesday, +5. Wednesday, break even. Thursday, +2. Na huku umefunga negative. Alafu unakuja hapa unafunga +2. Unajiambia, but why did they shift from this system to go to another system that is losing? So unapata hii itakuwa tu cycle from one trade, from 1 month to another, from 1 month to another, from 1 month to another. Unakuja kurealize 2 years gone, still you're searching for the best system. Yeah, even anakwanga, I'm looking for the holy grail, that's what people do. For me, siwezi wadanganya. I searched for the best system that will never lose for 1 year. 1 year and some months. Yeah, 1 year is when nilikuwa to like on the dark. I didn't know about anything. I didn't know about psychology. Until someone akakuja akaniguide. Like, there's a company I was working. So those traders on that company, ndio walio akaniguide wakaniambia, you're doing the wrong thing. Yeah, let's do this. Like, bila hawa like ningekuwa saizi mimi na trade different. Ningekuwa na gamble saizi like that's why you see me guys trading one currency. Most of the time I trade one currency and I trade mostly one strategy. Because I know how the discipline part of it of trading. Yeah. So unaweza pata mtu you can get someone maybe ametrade maybe for 3 years. Na ukimuuliza what is your strategy? Anakuambia for me I don't have the specific strategy but I actually trade 4 strategies. Yeah, market and repair. Yeah. Ukikuja then ukimuuliza for example like now we are on December. On January, how much money did you deposit on January? Atakwambia mi January I deposited, I started with $200. So alafu muulize like and what about now? What's your size of the account right now? Umegrow aje? Anakwambia account yangu saizi iko si maybe maybe started with an account of maybe $100. Anakwambia maybe like for now account yangu saizi iko $50. So nimemake kama yeah, nimemake kama $50 ama yeah. That ni mtu amechukua account for 1 year, so inamaanisha that account haina growth yeah, haina growth yote yeah, that account haina growth yeah, because umekuwa ukichase systems, una trade huko yeah. Like for me I've traded a lot of systems, hizi vitu nawafunzanga zote hizi ma strategies ni zote zenye test zote I've been trading it those 1.5 years I was trading those strategies. When I trade those strategies I was moving from this strategy this week ilikuwa for example this week hey this week na jambo today this week let me focus on Ichimoku this week, naenda next week nikienda next week naenda na trade maybe Bollinger Band, so nilikuwa I was just going on the circle hapa tu nazunguka tu I was just moving 1 year 1.5 years, no experience. I don't have experience and I don't have like specific strategy that I'm saying that this one I have really mastered this one. I didn't have any strategy. I was just moving. Today this week I'm trading Bollinger Band. Next week I'm trading moving average. Another week I was trading support and resistance. So that I was all over. When you are all over, you can't be a master of all things. You can only master one currency. Yeah, so that's how I can tell you guys is for you to master only one currency on one currency. So maybe nikimalizia for now, maybe we can nikimalizia for now, maybe I can explain something about Profam. I think and Rosa may request maybe I explain a bit Profam. So guys, Profams so Profams is normally called Profams. Profams. So Profams are called pro firms, or you can call proprietary firms, something of that sort. So these pro firms, are companies, and most of these companies are from the US, Dubai, and Europe. Yeah, those 3 continents. Dubai, so we have Dubai, US, and Europe. Those are the pro firms in those countries. Yeah, so they usually say maybe the US are more legit ones. Wanasemanga hivyo like make sure umechukua za US because kuna ya US inaitwanga FTMO. Za US inaitwanga FTMO. Za US zinakuanga like FTMO. So FTMO zinakuanga za US. Yeah, and then we have funding pips. Yeah, we have funding pips. We have funding pips. Yeah. So unapatanga these companies zinakuanga like wanakuanga less na maybe billionaires of that country of those. No. So this one unapatanga mostly billionaires, maybe wako na different asset. Maybe they want to diversify their capital. So they usually give to those companies. Wanawapea maybe like hedge funds. When they give like hedge funds, wanakwambia maybe there's one billionaire, maybe like Elon Musk. Let's say you can use maybe Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a billionaire, maybe akona $200 billion. That is a wealth yake, like net worth yake by the moment. Anaweza sema maybe let me give out 20 billion. Let me give out 20 billion to hedge funds so that they can manage my capital. Maybe they're promising me to give me like 20% per year. No. Yeah, because he has got a lot of money. Yeye anataka diversify capital yake. Maybe anakuja na then he comes to the company, then he gives the company $20 billion. Yeah, then the company promises to give him like every year 20% of that. So somebody around, that's an investment. 20%, that's an investment. Kuliko maybe pesa lele kwa bank. Let me give the hedge funds. So those hedge funds, they come now to look for traders. And how are they going to identify if for traders who are the best traders? Yeah, So for them, they open the like pro firms. So this pro firm, they want they want to look for like best traders. You see, they want to look for best traders who like they can trade their capital. Yeah, si yule mtu anakuja kwa market to mess with their capital. They want people who are very disciplined to manage the discipline, who are able to manage the company capitals with the roles. So this company now wanakuja, they announce, oh, we have these pro firms. It's called maybe FTMO. Let me just use FTMO. Then wanapeana rules, they give rules, wanakwambia, oh, do you want to be funded by us? Then just prove to us that you know what you're doing in the market. Prove to us you're a very profitable trader. Yeah, just prove to us you're a very, very profitable trader, and you're not going to make like big mistake with their clients' money, because that is not their money, it's their uh, investors' money. Yeah, just prove to us if you can lose 1% in a day or 2% in a day, or yeah, for them wanakwambia tu in a day, wanakwambia for example in a day, for you maybe for you, so that we can consider you to be our trader of this farm, maybe make sure you don't lose more than 5% in a day. Yeah, and make sure at least you show us you can make at least 10%. Show us you can make at least 10%. And they don't give you time. They don't give you time wanakwambia, hey, in 1 month you must make 10%. No. They give you an account, then they give you a virtual, not a real account. They give you a virtual account. So it's kind of like a demo account, but it's not a demo account. It's like a kind of demo account, but it's not demo, because on a monitor account here. So wanakwambia, if you can make 10%, then then we can give you capital. No, and then they don't give you limit. Atakwambia ati maybe umechukua challenge today. Huwezi kuambia like by the end of the month you must have made 10%. No, 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 no. They don't have that restriction. Wanakwambia, oh, I have this account. Show us, give us 10%. Yeah. And you have unlimited period. You have unlimited period. So this means hata ukimake 10% in 1 year umepass, hata ukimake 10% in 2 years umepass. So it's not like you go hurry like, oh, every month you must make this amount of money. Oh, no, 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 no. Even if you ended the month negative, why do you find anything? So long as tu ujenda loss ya overall yao inakwanga 12%, overall 12%. Yeah. And of course, like usiende negative ya 5% per day. So what do you do? Make sure in a day you lose only 1%. So if you lose 1% in a day, you don't trade till tomorrow. Have that rule. You don't trade till tomorrow. Unakuwa tu very disciplined. But unapatanga like most people wana losing hizi chances ya profam. Unapata mtu ame lose maybe in a day, he has entered a trade, ame lose maybe 1%. Then the person wants to revenge again, to come to the market again, because of the feelings, because unaona, hey, nime lose 1% today. Hey, let me revenge this trade again. Let me revenge. You normally say revenge trading. Unapata someone anasema, hey, ime lose 1%. Like nitarecover aje? Mtu ananiambia, nafikiria nasema, acha ni risk 3%. Ndio sasa nikirecover, nimerecover hiyo loss na nimemake another profit. So you'll have to increase your risk. So unajipata umeincrease by 3%. Na hiyo trade, the one you have entered, you don't know if tena kama loss. So ikiana loss tena, umeenda loss ya negative 4%. Then you start making mistakes, you probably will lose that account. Yeah. Yeah. So if you know that you can make maybe 1%, you lose 1% in a day, close your MT4, then do other business. Yeah. Wait for tomorrow again. The chances. Yeah. So they give you a capital. So the minimum FTMO they give you is $10,000. They give you a $10,000. Then you agree. Sorry guys. So profit sharing. So kwanza rules. Andikia hapa rules. So one of the rules is that never go negative 5% in a day. loss. So this means in a day, make sure at least you lose 1%. Hivyo tu. Then another rule is make sure you give us 10% phase one. Then ukisha phase one, then unaenda phase two 5%. Phase two then 5%, then you are done for the day. You are done for that challenge mission. So it means 15%. For them, wanataka to make 15%. They just want you to make 15%. If you can make 15%, they're going to give you like that account, the live account. They're going to give you like a live account. They're going to give you like a live account. Then they give a certificate. Yeah. They give you a certificate. Yeah. Yes. So the certificate pia inaweza kweli pia it can help you. Certificate pia inaweza help you. Maybe you want to look for a job in a company. You can show to them, oh, for me, I'm a good trader. I have this certificate. Yeah. So can consider me, and you can get a nice capital also. Yeah. So ukipass hii challenge, ukiipesa wanakupea live account, they give you a live account. Then then from now sasa, then because guys, because inakwanga hivi. For you to start this program first, unakwanga una nini, so una ni kama hizo accounts una buy. It's kind of like you're buying that account. Yeah, the least you can buy is $30. The least you can buy is $30. So so this one is refundable. The amount of money you're investing is refundable. So the moment ukipass the challenge 10% to make 5%, unarefundiwa the $30 kwa account yako. Then after sasa you're given a live account, then start trading. So profit sharing, and then for them wanakuambia any profit that you make for our account wanakupea $10,000 or $5,000 depending on the company. Any profit that you make, if you make 1%, 1% is how much? $50. Hiyo mna share profit 80-20. So 80 ni trader, 20 inaenda kwa company. So you can just imagine wakikupea kama $5,000 uko live, and let's say you make a profit of $1,000. So ukimake a profit of $1,000, imagine out of this account, imagine $800 inaenda kwa banki yako, then $200 inaenda kwa company. So inamaanisha account ni kama tu yako. It's kind of like this account is like yours. Yeah, that's why when I encourage some people, like, yeah, it's a way to ya kupata capital in the forex market. It's a way pia kupata capital. Now, right now people are moving to pro firms. Yeah. Yeah. So we have generation one. So generation one, like generation one, we had from 2000 to 2014. Hii ilikuwanga ni brokers. Hii ilikuwa mabroker kama HFM, kuna Exam, kuna any broker that you know, IC Markets, those are brokers. So they came from 2000 to yeah, hizi mabrokers zilianza kuja ma 2000 to 2014. Hii ilikuwa mabrokers. Kama brokers. Now from 2014, from 2015, 2014, then we have generation 2. So generation 2 is a bit different. Now it is called pro firms. Yeah. Yeah. Now so unapata most people right now are moving to pro firms. Now I can just tell you that the future of forex ni pro firms. Nataka kama pro firms. Because unapata mtu ana capital ya kutrade, but mtu ana capital. So unapata aje? Ni pro firms. So get saizi like pro firms are very threat to brokers. Yeah, brokers wanashtuka sahi sana. Lazima brokers they are very wanashtuka sana wakisikia pro firms. Because hii inakuja ku like ku finish itakuja ku finish hizo like prism like brokerage. Though ita finish but haitakuwa like most, because sasa hivi unapata somebody amesoma forex, he knows how to trade, ana capital, anajiuliza like, mimi sina capital na niko tu na $10 ya kutrade ama $20. Mtu ndo anajiambia, hii $20 ina trade, si niongeze $10 ni buy profit ya $5,000, na nikipass challenge nitakuwa na make a lot of profit. So that's why you ndo wanafikirianga. Yeah, that's when everyone wanafikirianga. So maybe na prof imekuwa very common sana prof. Msikienda online imekuwa prof. Na it's just almost a decade from 2015 to 2025. Decade. Yeah, a decade. Imekuwa. So hii prof ijakuja juzi. Imekaa for 10 years. Yeah. I remember mimi nilipata prof 2022. Nilipita my first prof ilikuwa 2022. Yeah, ilikuwa na account ya 5,000 USD. That was my first profile nilipata. That was 2022. Yeah. Huko nyuma sikuwa najua kitu ndio proforms. Ilikuwa chini ya maji. Ilikuwa for the few. For the few maybe. Haikuwa very common. Yeah, haikuwa very common. Ilikuwa very few. Alafu most people hawako understand about it. Unaona? Most people hawako understand about proforms. Ni kama tu sasa most maybe unapata somebody ako forex na like aja get to understand about proform kabisa. So ni hivyo sababu pia mimi nilikuwa hivyo the same pia. I didn't get to understand about like proforms, but now I can get to understand it. Nikasema I can try it. Yeah, let me try to see how it works. Yeah, so even the proform ilikuwa, and proform ziko hapa ku stay for a very long time. Yeah, so if your goal is to trade big amounts of money, and you have a trading account with a brokerage firm, yeah, tumia account kulearn. Use that account to learn how to trade. Yeah, and ukiingia profile at least uko na some ideas. Yeah, so make sure ukikuja profile at least like you know what you're doing when you come to the profile. You have mastered risk management, you have mastered psychology. Now you can trade very well on profiles. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that is what guys I had for you today for pro farms, and for also the showing you. Nilikuwa naonyesha trade ya leo vile ilikuwa. I think kila mtu aliingia trade leo. Acha niwaonyeshe. Yeah, tukimalizia tu size. Tukimalizia right now. So, tukimalizia guys, as we finish, like every time naambianga like we should always consider to look at the market at the high or low of the session. That's a very important, or the high and low of the day. You can see today here, angalia market imekuja wapi at the low of Asia. See this candle. Exactly. Hapa na ikakuja at the high of London. Ika fall down. So this thing, when you master the liquidity trap, you can trade any system that you want. Yeah, you can trade any system that you want. Yeah. Na hakuna system yenye ni like yenye work. Every system ina work. Yeah. Ni vile unapata nyingine iko na low win rate, nyingine iko na high win rate, but after a month zote zina make capital. Zote you make a profit. Okay, guys. Maybe is there someone in the question maybe before we close, guys? Before we call it a day. Now it's 9:36. We call it a day, and then we continue tomorrow. I think is there someone in the question maybe, or you want me something? You want maybe to inquire something. Okay. So if there's no any question, guys, I think you can call it a day. I think we can call it. I think we can call it a day. Then we can call it a day, and then tomorrow again tutakuwa na cover. Yeah, so hizi classes zitakusaidia sana. Hizi classes to really help you. Yeah, to really help you guys. It will really help you to understand. It will really help you to understand how to trade, because unapata for us we didn't get this mentorship tukianza forex. We didn't get this mentorship.